walking away. Your words are lost on me. It's taking everything not to turn around. Throw it away. See if you'll let go of me when you're not holding me. I can see it now. Hey, when I lose, but if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost it.
Hi everyone! I always worry I'm not unmuted when that happens, and I'm like, yeah! And then no one hears my excitement because,
the body language, you got it.
It's not like I've been doing this for like enough that I should know. Welcome everybody. This is the special edition of Pickpongathon Sprints to help celebrate me getting older. Let's as simple as that. My family's 8 hours away. All my friends have birthdays very similar to mine and are all on holidays. So I need you all to help me celebrate. Even though I have a beautiful family of my own, my fiance and my child, I celebrated with them this morning when they woke me up at 7. So it's fine. I've already had 2 hours of celebration with them. And I'm having lunch with them later this afternoon. We're going out for like a late lunch. So I figured in the meantime, I'll come hang with all my friends on here and celebrate, because I can't think of any better way to celebrate my day. We're joined by the lovely Neva, Paige, and Leandra, some of my beautiful co-hosts and mods for Pickpongathon. And there may or may not be other people joining at some point. I don't know. We're probably just going to do reading sprints, very similar to what a normal thing would be, because I did plan on doing some kind of like quiz thing today to kind of help give away some bonus points and stuff. But your girl decided to go out for pizza last night instead of doing that. So sorry, I celebrated and didn't get it ready. Anthony's brother, we went over there and he was like, do you want to cook dinner tonight, or do you want me to just make you some pizzas? And I was like, is that a trick question? So he literally made me pizzas from scratch in his pizza oven. And then we had like pudding for dinner, and it was just like, I didn't have to cook a single thing, and it was so good. And the cousins just played. So sorry, no quiz today, but I had a good time, and that's all that matters, right?
100%. Yep.
So for anyone that doesn't know these beautiful people, they should probably introduce themselves, just in case there's anyone here that doesn't know who you all are. So we'll start with Neva. Tell everyone a bit about yourself, your channel, and what you're going to be reading or doing or working on today.
Hello, I'm Neva. My channel is Reading with Neva. We do vlogs, mom stuff, diamond painting. Occasionally, if you're lucky, you hear me sing. I don't know if that's luck or not, but like occasionally you hear that. And yeah, I'm working on a reading journal. And by that, I mean I'm building a digital reading journal, like making my own. So to hopefully use in 2025, I was going to buy one, but why buy one when I can make one myself? You know? I do have to finish Neon Gods because I did not finish that yesterday, so I have to finish that. And then I will have to read Library of the Unwritten. And that's it.
So that's Paige's favorite book of all time, and she's so confused as to why so many people are reading at the moment. She's like,
I have the audiobook for both of those, so I'm going to be listening to the audio. Well, I'm going to be finishing Neon Gods. I'm almost done. I have like a half an hour or something left, I think, maybe an hour left. And then I have to start the audio for Library of the Unwritten, so I'm going to do that while I'm doing.
So you haven't even started Library of the Unwritten yet?
So that's not true.
No, it was a question. It wasn't an accusation.
I read 20%. So, for anyone who doesn't know, I've been down for a week now with a kidney infection, and I started Library of the Unwritten originally, like the day that I started having side pain, and I couldn't concentrate on what was going on, so I don't actually know what's happening. other than like at the very beginning, somebody escapes a book. That's all that I can tell you about this book because I don't know. Like I listened to like 20% and I couldn't tell you a thing that happened in this book because I was like in pain. You know what I mean? So I haven't tried to pick it back up again. I just read the other 2 books for this collab instead because I knew that they would be easier for me to digest.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read it non-sick and I still only can tell you that all that happened was that someone escaped a book in the first 20%. So
yeah, I had no
idea,
but I was like, maybe we should give this like a better chance when I'm not on painkillers. And now I'm not on painkillers anymore. So now I can give it an actual.
You also were sick, Crystal.
Oh, that's true. I had no more. I thought that out.
She's it was traumatic. But that's it. That's all I have. Oh, I'm also making dinner for all. So
nice.
I shall
apologize to everyone about my coughing.
No worries. Well, we were talking about how the book is making everyone sick, apparently. Like, it's just, that's the way it goes. I also read Library of the Unwritten this past week, and I wasn't sick. So, I don't know. For some reason, it didn't get me sick. But I can't say my thoughts, because it is for the secret project that we're talking about. But today, also, I'm Leandra. I'm a mod, and currently I am reading for Lit Pong Champs. I'm 99% sure that's the team I'm with. Very exciting.
I can confirm that if you would like, but I don't know off the top of my head either.
I'm pretty sure because I was with Literary Pongsters the first week, then I was with P3, and then I'm with Lit Pong Champs. So
yes, that is correct.
Yes, honestly, I don't know why that hasn't like caught on. They should just call themselves P3. It's great. Charmed. Woo. And I'm reading Cackle tonight by Rachel Harrison.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Paige.
Hi, I'm Paige from the channel Pages with Paige. I will need to go into town to buy a hat so I can film the Sufferathon announcement and hopefully edit that today. And then figure out what I'm doing with the 40 feet of backdrop.
Oh my god, I saw a video yesterday that made me think of you, and it was a photo shoot underwater, and it had like the backdrop like draped down the entire pool, and this woman was like moving in front of it, and I was like, do I send this to Paige? And then I was like, I cannot send this to her because she will try and make this happen, and she does not need that mental load. But it was like an underwater photo shoot of this chick dressed in like a full like a mystical dress, and there was like a I guess fictional backdrop behind her of like a tower or whatever, and she was like floating in front of it with her beautiful hair and was like looking super fantastical. And I was like, if I send this to Paige, she'll get too many ideas. Too
late.
I mean, you would suffer to make that happen though, so it'd be there.
Oh, and it's bloody like 2 degrees here at the moment, so I would be dying.
That's why I would be suffering to get the Sufferers on announcer video.
Yeah, but it fits perfect. But I mean, that is such a good idea.
If you want to make it happen,
I think you know what you do. My bathtub's the equivalent, right?
You wouldn't see as much as the backdrop though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But if you want to try that and just send me the clip for laughs, totally happy to do that. For those that don't know, Sufferethon is a readathon that's happening next month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I was like, what month are we in? Next month, hosted by Paige. It's, as the words suggest, it is a readathon about suffering, but it is fun. So it is worth checking out. The announcement video will be up in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to suggest.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out. We've been joined by some beautiful people. Oh wait, you've got to tell us what you're reading. You're doing that. You're not reading.
What am I doing? No, I am. I need to finish nearly 300 pages of stuff today, so I will be reading Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Bayron and hopefully start and finish Mammoth at the Gates by Nevo.
Oh yeah, that's a short one. You'll get through that one.
I am going to be picking up Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
Ooh.
And I picked this up from a free little library yesterday, so I'm like, maybe I'll read some smut. It's not on any of the lists, but, why not? Thank you, Caitlin, and thank you everyone for all your birthdays. Ash, Tracy, Sarah, Sammy, Glenda, Jill, Dakota, saying hello to everybody else. Hi, Brittany. Thank you. I'm excited. It's going to be a good day. Hi, Cool Gamer. Hi, Paulina. Going to be reading Collide by Bal Cabra. Unfortunately, I'm going out tonight, so I won't be here for very long. The fact that you popped in at all and sent me a private DM, happy birthday, before anyone else, you were the first person to message me. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Sadia. Thank you very much. Thank you, Just a Person. Hello and happy birthday. Thank you very much. Reading Babel tonight for one of the last prompts, as in last team prompt or last bonus prompt or last team bonus prompt. Like, what stage are you talking about when you say last prompt?
There is a lot of stages.
Yeah, there is. Thank you very much. My mum and my dad have sung happy birthday to me in like this same way every year for like as long as I can remember. And my mum called me this morning to wish me happy birthday, but my dad had already taken the dog for a walk. And she's like, I can't sing the song because your dad's not here. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then that made me think about a day when my dad won't actually be there to sing the happy birthday. And I was just morning, depressing, Mum.
Oh.
Like, you could have just wished me happy birthday and not sang the song till later. So as soon as it's the first sprint, I'm calling the back so my dad can sing the happy birthday.
Sounds good.
Sorry, that took a very depressing turn. Get a Life, Chloe Brown. There's a lot of people reading this series for this readathon, and I'm very happy about it. I'm going to be reading You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. What a title.
Equating Lizzie.
Yeah. So we need to leave for the lunch at my mother-in-law's house at no later than 1. So my plan was to be here for about 3 sprints worth. And then if Addie is still sleeping and it's 1 o'clock, she's going to keep sleeping because she didn't sleep very well last night and we'll just be late. But yeah, we're pretty much going to leave as soon as she wakes up from her nap and she'll go down around 11:30. So pretty much I'm going to be here at least 3 sprints is the answer to that question. I'm going to be reading more Apprentice to the Villain. Nice. I'm doing some self-care. Mental health has been wonky, but better this morning. Yes. I'll be starting to fold laundry, might or might not read. Happy to be here with you all. There is no pressure to read during these sprints at all. Hoping to finish your chunky audiobook and finish physically reading during the sprints today. Nice. P3 charmed. Love it. And we have paid for P3. Hi, Stacey. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Yeah, there are so many people like literally awaiting this. I said to Anthony, I was like, okay, so I've got Sapphorathon in September and then I've got this in October and this in November. He's like, you can't do a readathon every month. And I was like, watch me. And he's like, but like you'll never be available. And I was like, excuse me. I hosted a readathon and I was still available. This is different. This is me participating. To be fair, I'm probably better when I participate because I don't have to do all the host stuff so that I can actually do the reading side of things. Like I've only read, this will be my 7th book. I feel so like, which actually is not bad. 7 is not bad. But for me,
I'm at 6.
during a readathon, that's slow.
Yeah.
Like in Amazing Readathon, I did 24 books in the month. So yeah. Thank you very much. What Martha mean as it's currently your birthday, Crystal. Thank you very much. So many good readathons happening in September. I'm already joining 3, maybe 4. Yep. It's so bad. I've decided 2 is my max. I could fit my books into more, but it's the remembering where to log the books and whether I've logged them or not that gets to the point where I'm like 2 is enough.
I think there were a couple that were announced like just yesterday as well, like the 30 and 30 for manga. Obviously, we're waiting on Sufferathon because we all want to suffer. On top of the fact, who else? Series September, like Christian Jams. I'm like,
Shorty September, Aurelium's now September. Seasonathon's been announced, which co-host and hosting Sufferathon. And Aurelia, what choices? Yeah.
I'm
If
just
anyone
glad.
wants the September playlist, I can send it.
Yeah, drop it. You're a mod, so you should be able to just drop it. You're in here. Hello. Thank you very much, Jamie. Thank you very much. Yes, everyone is linked down below, including the other co-hosts. And if anyone wants it, my wish list is in the playlist down there, the info down there, but like absolutely no pressure.
Pressure.
The only book I really need on that list is The Winners, so I can read it in September and suffer in September with Paige, because we just finished this beautiful series. Well, this one, well, not this one, but the other one. I don't have the other one here with me. And I cried. So I was literally on the drive to my brother-in-law's house for the pizza night. I had 20 minutes left in the book, and I was like, okay, I can finish this. Like, it's fine. Bawled my eyes out in the car the whole drive over. Poor Anthony, he's driving, and I'm like, what? And I'm like trying to like wipe my tears away, and he's just puts his hand on my leg and just like tries to console me. And I'm like, he's sitting there. I can hear his internal monologue of like, how the fuck are you crying over a book? Like, they're fictional characters. And I'm like, I don't even know why this got me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be reading the third one in September and suffering with Paige.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this fact.
Oh wait. Thank you very much. Jill, thank you. Currently reading My Roommate is a Vampire with My Ears and Funny Story with My Eyes to finish up stage 3 for P3. Stage 3, go girl. Damn. By the way, there was a joke about what the next stage will be, but it wasn't a joke. So once you've finished all 4 stages, stage 5 is mood read anything that has been mentioned on any of the hosts or co-hosts channels or mods channels. So any book that is mentioned on any of their channels, you can mood read it and just submit it as a normal, using the normal submission form, and hit no to the bonus completion. Is Paige just going to come randomly start mentioning books? Lives do count.
Yes.
My mum once called me a day early for my birthday, then got confused after it was the 14th and not the 15th. Like, she thought my birthday was the 16th. Boy, was she embarrassed.
That's so funny.
Oh no, that's so bad. Hi, Julie. Yay. 7th book 2, Team PPP. Good morning, Heather. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I'm participating in 3 readathons in September: Mystic, Back to Hogwarts, and Goddess Complex. I've never have joined so many at once. Waiting for Magic Readathon announcement. I didn't participate in the last Magical Readathon one, so I'm like, I don't really want to have to try and catch up. I think I'm just going to let that one slide.
I mean, the other thing, if you send me a list that you've read from April, I could go through and just assign books and then you're back up to speed.
I could very much do that.
You
That
could.
is an
Just
option.
let me know. More than happy to.
You'll have to wait for the announcement video and you will find out. If you go to Paige's channel and search Sufferthon, you can have a look at what last year was like. But it won't be very much like that. There'll be lots of changes, I'm sure, this year. She's creative. The thing with Sufferthon is even Paige doesn't really know exactly what's happening until the readathon has already started. Like, a lot of things kind of like impulsively appear as the readathon unfolds. So there's like
Amy,
a plan, and then the plan gets completely off the rails, and then we execute the plan in a completely different manner. Yeah, that's Sufferthon. The Sufferthon is the plan does not go to plan. Yeah. So if you're a planner, it may not be the readathon for you, but if you like chaos and fun and adventure and being thrust into books you may not have considered or challenges that you may not have wanted to do, but once you do them, you actually have a really good time. That's the readathon for you. And it is the funnest Discord I think I've ever been a part of for a readathon. So
that makes me so happy. And because I have no idea what I'm doing on Discord, so I'm just like, have fun, everyone.
You just have a very good selection of chaotic co-hosts that add to all the fun. Yeah, it's good.
And there may be a new face floating around this year.
Ooh, yay. Thank you very much. And at that, we have reached the end of the comments. I think it is time we jump into our first sprint because my daughter is currently upstairs being like, I want to come downstairs and make noise and daddy's making me stay upstairs and be quiet. So we'll jump into 45. I think will be a good little intro. And read, go buy hats, do whatever it is we're doing, journaling, and I'll see you all on the other side.
Yes, honey.
Welcome back, everyone. That was a taking birthdays phone call sprint for me. I had 3 people call to wish me happy birthday, so I only got 12 pages read, and I had to swap books because I was going to read Red Rising, but I've had to put my Audible membership on hold, and that means that I couldn't get access to the audiobook. And your girl just doesn't physically read anymore. It just doesn't happen at this stage in my life, and I've accepted that unless I have to. And especially in readathons, because if I'm reading for different teams, I want it to be fair. And every other book I've read, I've had an audiobook for, and I read faster when I have audiobooks. So anyways, so what I did is I moved to the other team that I am going to be reading for this week, and I'm reading Legend, and then I respan for the team that I was going to read Red Rising for, and they got The Choosing by Rachel Decker. So I'll jump back to them, because then I'm doing like each team once a week, because I'm effectively doing 3 books a week. So it works out, it'll still be the same. I think it's an extra like 12 pages that I'm stealing from you guys, which I don't think will make that much of a difference in the long run. And yeah, so how did everyone else go?
I listened to 2 more chapters. Listen, this book is great. Okay, I'm actually like really enjoying this book. I just cannot with whoever the narrator is for Persephone in this book. Every time she does Hades' voice, it just makes me want to pitch myself out the window. Like he sounds like every time she does his voice, she makes him sound like a 72-year-old man who's been smoking his entire life. And I'm just like, how did you think this was like a sexy voice to give this man? And here's the thing is, I feel like his voice for her when we're in the Hades chapters is fine. And usually I want to pitch myself out a window when I hear a man trying to impersonate a woman. But I felt like he did a good job of like impersonating her voice and like pitching it in such a way that it doesn't sound like she is 12 years old and a schoolgirl. But every time she does his voice, I'm just like, what is life at this point? So I did end up reading on my Kindle for Persephone's chapter, which did not take as long as it would have if I'd read like the physical book, but it took longer than listening to the audio just because I just cannot stand the voice she uses. I can't do it. But ultimately the book itself is great. I just don't know that I would necessarily tell people to read this as an audiobook.
That's fair. There's a lot of books like that though, that are better on audio or better on physical.
Yeah, and this one, if it was duet, whatever the hell it is, where they both read but they read their own parts, I'd be like, yes, this would work great. But it is the other one where they each read their own chapters, and I want to. Thank God I didn't buy this audiobook. That's all I'm saying, because I'd be your
Leandra, I hope you're having a better time.
I am having a lovely time, actually. Yeah, so I'm at chapters, or what am I on? I don't know what chapter I'm on, but I'm like about a third of the way through the book, 78 pages, and I've met Sophie, and she has won me over. I really like her character. She's like the magnetic, charming person that when she moves to town, and I wasn't sure. What I'm trying to figure out is if this is like campy, like camp horror, or if it's cozy horror. I feel like those are 2 different things, and I don't know which one this is. For now.
I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference, so I can't help you decide. But I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I do feel though that campy and cozy are different.
Yeah, that's why I'm like
campy. I feel like campy is almost more akin to being like cheesy, almost like how like slasher books are, like when they're supposed to be like teen slashers. Like to me, that's like a campy book because it's like almost cheesy, like it's like watching a horror movie, as opposed
leaning into the tropes, self-referential,
right? Yeah. As opposed to like cozy, to me is like, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, I'm just a reader, but cozy to me would be like it's like feel good, like good time, like you can, put yourself in with the characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I read Suburban Hell, and that felt cozy horror to me. And I read September House at the beginning of the year, and that feels camp horror. So I was like, there's definitely two camps.
Difference, yeah.
Not to use the word camp in a different way, but you know what I mean. Like there's two areas, and I wouldn't be mad either way. I just am trying to figure out which one this one is.
It's because it's handy to know going into it, because then you can expect, like you can adjust your expectations for the vibe you're going to get. 100%. And you don't want to expect one and then get another, because then you might be disappointed.
I agree.
Also, Anthony gave me my birthday present, and he gave me a library scanner. I told my mom, I was like, Anthony got me this. And she's like, a scanner? And I was like, you don't understand. I was like,
you don't understand when you have so many books.
I love it.
I won't bother trying to get it set up today, like, because it's not going to work. I'd rather read today. And Addie and I have got an adventure day tomorrow planned. So Tuesday, my last day off before I start my new job, I have the whole day off. Addie's at daycare. I'll be having some fun with that scanner.
Yes.
Yeah. He'll got me other things as well, but that's like the exciting book thing.
Only a reader would understand that. Like
right.
the amount of glee we all just had for you, it's only because we understand.
Now that I've done that, sorry, Paige, how did you go?
All good. I read 57 pages of Sleep Like Death, so I'm now at 53%. I don't know how I'm feeling. It's really YA, and I knew that going in, but oh my gosh, I think people saw This Poison Heart in a similar, because same author, that's how it read for them, is how this is reading for me. I love This Poison Heart. I didn't find it like overly YA, but this protagonist, I just, girly, can we just, but we did just hit the Snow White retelling component of it. So that's now kicked into gear. So I'm interested, and I'm like engaged and ready to see where it goes. But I'm just like, I'm gonna punch this bitch in the face. Like, come on, girl. Must you?
Yeah, I didn't like This Poison Heart for that reason. So I just gave up on Caitlin Barron after that when she did YA. But maybe I need to give her a second chance. But if you're saying this about this one and you didn't think about This Poison Heart, then I'd probably really think it about this one.
Yeah. It's enjoyable, but it's just
This needs to be your slogan.
Can do.
Hello, thank you for the birthday wishes. Reading Eris Shaw by Percival Everett. You do, 100%. I'm glad that you're sold as well. That makes Paige and everyone else here very happy. What is a 4th readathon? Yay, Sammy! I'm glad that we could convince you to join. Morning, Kerry, reading Corner Mist and Fury. Thank you, Kendra, for the birthday wishes. Hi, Brooklyn. I'm having a great day. I've pretty much just spent my entire weekend not having to cook. I said to Anthony, I want 3 things for my birthday: to sleep in, to not have to spend any time in the kitchen on the weekend, and a massage. And I'm getting all 3 of those things, so I'm happy. Like, can't complain. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Erin. I finished cleaning my room and just saw in Instagram edits I decided to take a pause in reading this weekend. I've been reading nonstop. I'll get back to it on Monday. That is fine. You need to take days sometime, like 100%. Tracy did 38 pages, and you were about to get an Addie cameo, but she had done a second one for the morning, so I had to send her back up with Anthony to get changed. She'll probably come back down and say hi at some point during this chatty bit. Didn't read that sprint. Got distracted. That's fine. Folded laundry and put it away. Listened to my Audible book, that sprint, and trying to find a Father's Day gift for someone not interested in games, golf, and drinking, which is hard. What are they interested in? Because that will help us make suggestions. I did read a bit, but also was very distracted. Nice. I decided to start Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Nice. It's more cozy, but I don't love her writing style, so I could be wrong.
I think it's talking about Cackle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also know that I think this is very different from like the other books she's written. So like, was it Such Sharp Teeth and Black Sheep? So I don't know what order she wrote them in, but like I can understand why people might find it cozy if they're not even into camp horror in general. So
yeah. Happy for you and envious. Thanks. That's why I put down Sleep Like Death. I couldn't handle her right then. That's fair. I think Anthony and Adeline are getting ready to leave to go buy my birthday cake. So she may be able to pop down and say hello as they walk out the door, because that's the front door there. So they have to come back down this way. You can bring her down if you want to, Anthony. I think they're like trying to stay quiet at the top of the stairs so that he doesn't like come in the background. But yes. Hello, Teresa. I remembered your name firstly. Yay. And hello. Happy birthday. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. We'll be here for at least another 2 sprints, so you've got some more time to get some stuff done. I was having a look at the scores because I was curious. I haven't really been checking them too much because I find if I check them too much during the week, I'm like, it's just constantly changing. And I'm trying to figure out a clue that I can give that's not going to like dishearten people or give anything away. And I can't think of one right now. So just leave it with me and I'll get back to you in the next chatty bit, because I don't have anything that I haven't already said that may affect things. So I'm just gonna not say anything at all at this point, because things are different. That's all I'm going to say. Things are different. And it's surprising me. So different to the previous weeks.
interesting. That might be even a little bit of a hint at something anyway. Things are very different.
But in saying that, I always find that the weekend is when things go crazy and change. And then the last day, I feel like people get a lot of reading done on the weekend, and then on the Wednesday when people submit everything they've read during that week. So like it's impossible for me to say anything looking midweek. So sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say anything, because then it's just changing the way that people are playing the game, and they've been playing it well enough already. I should just let them play. But it is what it is. All right. Well, I am Anthony. You bringing Addie down to say hi? Yes, please. And then they can go buy my birthday cake. Oh, you're having morning tea? Where's your hair ties?
You took them out.
Your hair's out like a crazy person. Hello. Say hello, everyone. For those that don't know, this is my daughter Addie, aka the craziness that you hear in all of my back of my videos. Yeah. You want to say happy birthday? No, you just want to eat your fingers. All right, we'll go back and eat your morning tea and then go buy my cake, please. Say bye. She's usually more talkative than this.
We got to wave. We got to come.
We got to wave. Bye. 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 Love you.
Bye.
Yeah, you're going to go have your tea. All right, in that case, now we've had an Addie cameo. Let's jump into another 45 minutes, shall we? Happy reading, everyone. And sorry about the random timer disappearing at the start of the last one. Addie whacked my keyboard and changed the layout. Yeah, it's a thing. So,
Parent problems.
Yeah. Happy reading. Welcome back. We have added a Margaret. Paige is still at the shops. Paige is still at the shops. She did find a hat, but she will not be back in time for this chatty bit. But I am very excited to see said hat when she gets back. Not going to lie. I started working on a quiz, which I think I'm going to do for the like wrap up sprints as a chance for teams to try and gain some extra points for those that like haven't necessarily been able to read really quickly, if they've like been paying attention to like things throughout the month. So I started fiddling with that just to try and do it, because it'll be one that I do while on live sprints. You guys will like scan a code and participate, and then potentially gain extra points for your team depending on rankings or whatever. I don't know how I'm going to run it, but I started fiddling with that. And then I helped Anthony with meal prep because he was struggling to meal prep with a toddler at his feet. So although I said I wouldn't be in the kitchen this weekend, I can't help myself. So I peeled some potatoes and chopped them.
I read one chapter. I listened to a Hades chapter, and then Ari confiscated my phone because she wanted to call her dad. So that's fine.
I thought she confiscated your phone to make you read, like to force you to read. That's where that sentence was going.
And I was in the middle of like trying to come up with a color palette for this journal. So I was like, I cannot pick up my Kindle right now and like read. Plus, like the next chapter is a Persephone chapter, and I can't listen to that. So I'm gonna have like in the next sprint, I'll read this 10-minute.
I'm going pee.
Thank you for announcing it. I'll read. Go to the bathroom. Go.
I'm trying to tell them something.
You don't need to tell them. You need to go to the bathroom. Goodbye. Anyway, I'll read. Goodbye. I'll read this 10-minute Persephone chapter, and then I'll go back to Hades, because Hades part is fine. It's just every time she tries to talk like Hades, and then like it's spicy, right? Because it's like it's a Katie Robert book. Okay, it's a spicy book, which is fine and great, except that it completely takes me out of like the enjoyment of the spice as soon as she starts talking in Hades' voice, and I'm like, this is not the vibe.
Alicia, mute us and go finish it, and then come back.
Yeah, right.
You won't miss too much, and then you can just listen to the chatty bit on 2x speed. It's fine. Mute us, go finish it.
Right.
I just saw that and was like, gotta tell her it's okay. How'd you go, Leandra?
Well, I ended up getting another 2 chapters into Cackle, and I've kind of organized my thoughts. I probably am going to want to get to maybe the halfway point. I feel I can do that tonight, and then I might switch because I'm doing this for a vlog, and I want to do like an update probably tomorrow morning because it is dark out, unless I want to do some like dark mood lighting. And then I kind of was on social media chatting with people, checking in, confirming things, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I got to page 12, so I got 1 page read, like right in
Yay!
and it's because I stupidly walked up to the kitchen and started helping and didn't take my headphones with me. Otherwise, I could have listened the whole time that I was like peeling and chopping potatoes and stuff. But
Oh, potatoes, though. It's a worthy cause.
Well, Anthony and I went on a bit of an adventure last weekend to a Southeast Asian grocer. And we bought like some roti breads that are like in the freezer that you just like cook up fresh. And then we also bought some like little like, I guess like spice packets for like different like Indian food and things like that. So I am making a veggie spice thing that like, it was like one of those things where it's like add this, this and this, and then just these spices, and you've got this like beautiful Indian curry. So I'm making Indian curry with roti bread. Well, Anthony did it. I just chopped the potatoes. And then we also had gotten some like stuff for like mee goreng noodles, but like not like the instant one, like make like a fresh. So we got the like little sachet of like flavoring. So we sauteed up like some chicken and veggies and noodles and stuff and like chopped that in. So we're having a Southeast Asian kind of feast for meal prep this week.
Delicious.
And I'm very, very excited. So that's what all the potatoes are for, is a Indian curry. And I'm very excited. It's going to be like a lentil potato.
Oh my gosh, you're just making all of us jealous. I want that right now.
Except for the people that like need meat in their curry, and then they won't be jealous. But where is the meat?
I'll eat their portion. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So we were joined by a few people in that last sprint. Hello, thank you very much for the happy birthday. Thank you, Coda. Thank you. Nicole is currently sprinting at the moment, so I hope you guys are sprint hopping between the two of us. I literally was saying before that all I wished for this birthday was a sleep in, to not have to be in the kitchen, and to get a massage. And of course, Addie woke me up at 7, which to a lot of people is not a sleep in, but for me, that was a sleep in. I purposely put myself in the kitchen, but all I had to do was peel potatoes, and the massage hasn't happened yet, but apparently I'm getting it later today. So, you know, I technically got all I wished for, but I did get this. So, you know, library scan is a pretty good wish to wish for and get. So now I just need to figure out how to get it all connected. I unplugged it and started beeping at me. Now I just need to figure out how to connect it and start scanning some books. But yes, I did get pretty much everything that I wished for. But what he did get me, which I'm like super stoked by, he got me really practical gifts this year. This is like the kind of guy Anthony is. He got me the library scanner, but he got me this brand new, beautiful, like black leather backpack that has like a laptop compartment and like stuff, so I can take it to work, because if I have to train to work, it's really annoying to have like my laptop handbag plus my lunchbox plus my drink bottle plus my like umbrella in case it's going to rain. And so he got me this bag that's got like all these little compartments, and it looks really like fancy, so I can still wear it as like a professional officey bag, but it's like got heaps of space, and I can put it as a backpack or carry it as like a bag, and it doesn't look strange either way. And that way, like if I'm on the train, I've just like got it in my bag, and it's like more ergonomical, because I had this beautiful green handbag that like fit most of the stuff in, but it was that kind of thing that like everything got lost in it and you carried on one side, and it just was like, so he got me this beautiful black bag, so I'm feeling pretty spoiled.
Lovely.
Hello, Margaret.
12 years old.
Oh, I made it.
A regular backpack.
Happy
Pardon?
birthday, by the way.
Thanks.
I said, and you were talking about your sophisticated bag, and then I said, and then there's me, who's 12 years old and still carries like a school. I carry like a JanSport like school backpack.
To be fair, like it looks like a backpack. It's just beautiful black leather with gold like trimmings on it, so it just looks fancy. It's still just a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is like definitely like you look at it and you're like, wow, that's a school bag. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Neva, I also have a JanSport.
See,
I mean, he did have it fairly easy this year. I mean, there's nothing to that. It's cute. But he did have it fairly easy this year, because I literally throughout the year, anytime I've been like, I want that, I've just put it on my Amazon wish list, like my list, not my book list. And he has access to that because we obviously share an Amazon account. So then he can just go buy whatever he wants off that list leading up to my birthday. And I just don't pay attention to the list other than to put stuff on it. So he kind of had what I needed and wanted just there. And he just picked 3 random things off my list to buy me. And it just happened to be the 3 most practical things that I needed, because it was like, I'm due to reorganize my books and catalog them. I'm about to start a new job and I need a better bag. And then he got me like this body exfoliating thing, and we have a wedding coming up, so I'm about to put fake tan on, so I needed to exfoliate my body. I was like, it's like, that's you funny. Knew what I was doing in my life. Like, yeah.
Amazing that your husband would know that.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I think it was because he was raised by a single mum, so he kind of like had to pay attention to the women in his life. She kind of raised him that way, so
good for her. More moms need to raise their kids that way.
Yes, exactly. So Margaret, put Leandra on the spot and then be like, psych. It was because I was looking at your name.
I thought I was safe for a minute, and then you're like, no, sorry, Margaret.
I was just going to say, Margaret, let us know what you're doing today. It does say channel admin, life admin, reading. So
yes,
that's very broad.
I mean, I'm working on a thing that I will not talk about yet, except vaguely.
Does it involve Library of the Unwritten?
No.
Not.
It involves a library, but not Library of the Unwritten. So, anyways.
The funny thing about it is Margaret is not part of that, but she knows exactly why it's being done.
Yeah.
So she's part of the scheme without being a part of the scheme.
Yeah. So
I took an educated guess on that.
Yes.
no. And then I am also working. It's all the way over there. I'm currently working on Jade City by Fonda Lee.
Ooh. I started this one and didn't finish it. I need to reread it, ready to read.
It's a lot. You got to be in the right headspace. So I have a feeling like this is not one that I could sit and play Baldur's Gate and also listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or if I did, I would need to be like Act 1, like my Act 1 games where I'm not even paying attention to the dialogue anymore. Because you cannot pay attention to other things with this book.
No.
So probably I will be designing things and shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for that vagueness to become less vague. Not gonna lie.
I'm so excited for it to become less vague and also slightly stressed because there are still things that I need to fill in, and the brain's like, we'll get to that eventually. I'm like, we need to know these things now.
Living life on the edge. It's what us YouTubers do. It's fine. Paige, show us your hat. Can you show us your hat? Or does it give things away?
I'm not sure.
I mean, the hat could give a subtle hint. And then those that are smart enough to figure out what it means. But don't feel pressured. There's only 43 people here that will get a hint. So it's fine. Okay.
Ooh.
I have so many questions, but I know you can't answer them.
No idea.
For anyone that was here, not here at the start, Paige is hosting a readathon next month called Sufferathon. And she had to leave in the sprint to go and buy a hat to film the announcer video. That is the hint that we've gotten, and we have nothing else.
I also found Ash's anniversary card that I'm going to give him.
Oh, I'm sure it's very punny, and I'm excited to see it.
That's cute.
We met through Tinder.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys met online, right?
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you hadn't, and it'd be like, "What is this?"
But what about us?
True.
Are we the best thing you met on the internet? No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
True.
We can't be better than Ash. Ash is top tier.
She found me on Facebook Marketplace.
He was going for dirt cheap.
I'll give you $5. $5.
$5.
Mm. I've gotten very little reading done. My toddler needed ice cream time and random dance party time and then bedtime. And now my 5-month-old is having tried and 2 moddy fingers off time. Tried and 2 moddy fingers? I'm assuming it means 2 fingers off time. 2. Either way, you're busy with lots of kids and you're doing well is all I'm going to say. Oh, tried to chew.
Tried to chew.
Finger off time. I figured it was something to do with chewing, but I couldn't put it there. But that's fine. We got there in the end. Oh, yeah. You made it home. It's fine. Hi, Stevie. My goal is to finish a book tonight. I'm reading Little Night and I'm also 80% done with I'll push through. I'll push you. Oh, you'll totally get one finished, hopefully. We're going to be here for at least another hour-ish. So I'm very vague at that. Anthony didn't leave until almost Addie's nap time to go and get the cake. So let's just say things are going great here for Addie's nap. So it might be a matter of she just says, fuck you to the nap, and then we have to leave to drive up to his mum's to hope she sleeps in the car. So it might be a matter of this might be the last sprint, or it might be a matter of he gets her home, gets her to sleep, and I can do too. It's the joy of toddlers defining your life, even on your birthday. Just finished printing things out to update my reading journal. I'm so proud of it. If you want to and can, please share in the Discord if it's for my readathon at least. I would love to see it regardless. So share it somewhere I can see it. I fell asleep and woke up 5 minutes to the sprint, so I scrolled on Bookstagram. Nice.
Word.
Oh no! I thought you were really enjoying it, Ash. Is it just too slow burny?
I mean, it's definitely like they market it as a romance, and then there is almost nothing from what I understand in the actual book. Like,
yeah,
it's
apparently it's
there,
like up to there, so it's like
it's going there, but it is a slow burn from what I understand.
Yes, which is why I think some people would be disappointed.
I'm just like, you know what? I've read fanfics where we don't even get to the good stuff until like 100,000 words, so it's fine.
Yeah,
yeah. For
if
me,
you're invested enough in that. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I read it and I was like, okay, this is a slow burn. It does have a romance. I felt like it wasn't super fantasy. Like it felt a bit storybook, and there wasn't that much. Like I was like, this is an office romance, and there like happens to be dragons.
Like office romance with dragons.
Yeah, I was like, it just felt like it wasn't that fantasy to me, to be honest, and that's why I thought people were confused about it being in the romantasy category for Goodreads. I was like, oh, it must be because there's not a lot of fantasy, and then I realized it was because there wasn't a lot of romance, and I was like, oh, geez.
Like people thought it should have just been in the fantasy category versus.
Oh my gosh, I don't think it deserves to be there.
Yeah, but that's one of people's concerns is that like any fantasy with romance is going to end up in romantasy, even if like it's not romantasy.
Yeah, it's also popular. It needed to go in one that it could actually. You know, have a chance of winning. Whereas if it went into fantasy, there's no way it would have been.
There's no way. And I don't know. I kind of agree with it being in romantasy if that is where the series is headed, because like
the sequel, for example, the series as a whole fits there.
Sometimes the genre doesn't make sense until you get to the end of the book. Like, for example, with the 5th season, you're like, this feels like a fantasy the entire way. And then you get to the end and you're like, oh, this is why it's
yeah.
Yeah. My brain was not smart enough for that book.
Oh, that is one of the few books that I have tried to pick up via audiobook, and I could not read via audiobook. I had to stop and physically read it with my eyes, and I didn't realize until later it's because part of the book is in second person.
Oh.
I think I immersion read it.
I did physical for the first book. I did immersion for the second, and I just did audio for the third.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in the world. I'm good. But I think I had to work to get there.
I feel like because I need to reread book 1, I feel like I could do audio now, but it would also be a situation like Jade City where it's like, well, I can't do anything else.
Yeah. Tracy didn't read. Her brother-in-law came over to take care of a wasp's nest. Oh my God.
What?
Yeah. I hope you're okay.
What? No.
Did the dishes, ordered dinner, and read 32 pages of your book. Well done. Quit being mean to my Ari. I think this is when you were saying she stole your phone and don't announce that you're going to the toilet to everyone.
She finds it necessary. Here's the thing. She never tells me that she's going, like, what she's doing. Because I'll say, like, what are you doing? And she'll be like, oh, I'm just going to go potty or whatever, right? But she feels like she has to give me actual detail every time she knows that I'm live. Like, every time. She tells me exactly what she's planning on doing in the bathroom. And I'm like, the whole internet does not need to know.
That is too much info. We maybe need to work on some boundaries, kiddo.
Thank you so much, but you do not. And then she'll be like, well, let me tell everybody that's on screen with you. And I'm like, no, not everyone needs to know. It's okay. I mean, I don't mind if you tell my phone. That's fine. But she only does that when I'm live. Like, if she knows that I'm on with other people, that's when she needs to announce exactly what she plans on doing. And I'm like,
she knows exactly what she's doing too. She knows why she's doing it. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we don't need all that. Thank you though. So much.
Hi, Nathan. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Stevie. Jamie finished their arc, trying to figure out which one to start next. You have quite a few, so I vote just do a random spin. Just let the fates take it. I don't like the fact that it has that emoji after it. That's a very disappointed finish. Are you sad? You didn't like
that could be I finished and I didn't like it, or I finished and I'm not happy.
Yeah,
That
like you don't
if
we're
there's no
not
more
in the world anymore. We need
I
more.
felt that way finishing books I've loved, especially if there's a sequel.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We will be appreciated.
Yay.
More friends always welcome. Just realized that means I finished officially my team's point stage 1. Hooray! Yay! This is definitely not a sad face then, regardless. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yay!
Extra 500 points. Go submit it and I'll see how much of a difference it makes. Let me know when you've submitted it and I'll let you know how much of a difference it makes points-wise to the average.
I'm still so far away.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it.
We have gained a Margaret.
Yes, you have named Margaret.
That hat gives me nothing. Is Saffrathon going on a cruise?
We do have a sign-up form, which has technically become a liability waiver form.
Oh God.
Oh my God, we're all getting gut bugs. We're gonna spend the next month in the bathroom.
We all know Ash is priceless. Facebook Marketplace, free to good home. Lol. Love the card.
I love that it's priceless, but also free to a good home.
Leandra, can I say that out loud?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Look at the chat, and can I say
I
that?
just saw it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Saffrathon Titanic Edition. We almost try to fit on the Saffador.
Did you know the James Cameron went and did an experiment, biased obviously, to prove that he would not have fit on the door. Like if he had gone on the door with her, like the door would have sunk. And I'm like, yes, because
Oh, really?
A door.
they just like rewatch Titanic.
If I remember correctly, they did this on like Mythbusters or something too.
Yeah, something like that. And it's like, well, obviously, like at a certain point, if they're going to freeze to death if water gets on the door.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
anyways, I don't know. It made sense to me, but I haven't watched the movie.
Thanks, Monica.
I just put that on my TBR.
Progress on book 3 moved up 5% this morning. Nice. Hello, Ali Cat. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hello, Purple Dragonfly. Assistant / apprentice to the villain is very Ellie Enchanted style fantasy romance. Okay, so it's like urban fantasy where it's like within the real world. No,
It's more like storybook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I can describe it as.
Well, Enchanted
So
is definitely like
Enchanted
storybook fantasy.
is a very happier version of Grimm's-esque style fairy tale story. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like Once Upon a Time, but like only the Enchanted Forest parts is what Ellen is.
Or like Shrek 2. Isn't that the
Yes!
one
There
with
you go.
like the iconic godmother who's like singing and leaning on the piano?
Yeah.
If you guys have not read Ella Enchanted yet, you must read it. It ages incredibly well.
It really does. And honestly, the movie stands up too. Ari watches the movie all the time.
Because the movie is good and it has Anne Hathaway and it has Carrie Ells.
The movie, honestly, the Ella Enchanted movie is like one of the best adaptations that I can think of.
Yeah, and it's one of those that like it's like Howl's Moving Castle in that even though they're kind of different from each other, like they have some of the same plot points, but there's a lot of differences, but they're still both just as good.
I still can't get over that Batman was Hal. My brain does not want to compute that fact.
Batman? Which Batman?
Christian Bale
Hold on.
is Hal.
From Howl's Moving Castle.
No. I thought I was so stuck on. Yeah. So, do you know how I found that out? I'm watching Howl's Moving Castle for like the 75th time. And there was like one of the scenes where like his voice goes growly. I was like,
hold on.
I know that voice.
And it's little baby Josh Hutcherson. Like, oh my god, he's so cute.
I mean,
Sorry, I
Christian
only
Bale
watched
is
it for the
a
first time this year.
fantastic actor. There's a reason he was able to be both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not everyone.
Go do something. Go to bed.
Yay! Also finished stage 1 tonight. Progress.
Yeah, Jess, you're doing so much better than I am.
Dakota's progress about 15% in their book. Though, because my husband insisted I stay in bed until lunchtime since I only had 2 days off in 3 weeks. 100% stay in bed all day, not even until lunchtime, all day. You deserve all day.
Take advantage of that.
No responsibility. If he is willing to let you check out and just have some zone out time, do it.
Wait till he comes in and is like, hey, I just want to make sure everything's okay. You haven't gotten up yet before you do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Well, that's it. This is another very good, like, kind of fairy tale-esque book. Only this one is more Princess Bride.
Okay. Got my laundry started and listened to Bad Witches from
NetGalley.
Oh, NetGalley. I was like, did Celeste Ning like release a fantasy book? I was very confused.
No.
I thought that too. I was like, oh, she changed her writing style.
To me, I'm like, NetGalley is usually capital N, capital G, and that's why I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, it was mentioned on Sprints when they started.
I
Good for
decided
you.
to write arcs for one whole book. It is getting tricky because I have fewer prompts to choose from again, so random book picks don't work for the next few days. That's fair. Comments just jumped. I need to read some else for a while. We'll be reading God Wants a Powerful People by Sherry Drew. Oh, thanks, guys. I didn't even noticed. I knew that I was close-ish, but yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, we need to stop giving Paige ideas.
Paige, I am happy to help give more ideas. If you do not know, like, Brianna will bring stuff to me and be like, how do we make this better? Like, or suggest stuff, and I'll be like, have you thought about doing it? And like, just, I'm very good at, give me the idea. I can be like, how evil do you want to make this?
Hello. I haven't seen or read Elle Enchanted or watched Shrek 2. Okay, Tracy, change the watching part of that at least. Watch Shrek 2 next time you get a chance. Rewatch Shrek 1, then watch Shrek 2. And just binge all 4 of them.
Kind of the world that you have in Shrek 1 is a little, it kind of works there too, but it probably is more of like a, yeah, we've got plenty of, you'll get it, read it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Ella as a Cinderella retelling. Oh, it's told about after the ball and how not all fairy tales are great afterwards. Also how a girl doesn't need a fairy godmother to save herself.
I have read this one. I believe it's by Margaret Peterson Haddix. It's very good. I really liked how they handled a lot of this stuff. Yes, she was.
Laurie in 1994 Little Women. What?
I do also love Timothy Chalamet.
Shamalamalam.
I will have to be honest. My favorite Batman, if we're going live action, will always be Christian Bale. But like my favorite is Kevin Conroy, because he's who I grew up on. So,
I just can't stop thinking about the nipples.
The nipple.
George Clooney one. Anytime someone says Batman, I'm like, nipple plating. That's all I got.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
The one that always throws me is that Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Bride is the voice of Jack Skellington.
And his Susan Sarandon's ex-husband. Like, what? Excuse me? I'm just losing it over here. It's fine.
I reread Elle Enchanted last month in my honeymoon and loved it. Such a comfort read. I haven't read it. And I don't think I've even seen the movie. I probably need to fix it. Here I am yelling at someone else to do it when I haven't even done it. Typical Crystal form. Do as I say.
Oh my God.
What?
I forgot that's the weird Paige. I'm joining Paige and losing my mind right now.
Okay. I was like, what? Is there a point I didn't see?
Susan Sarandon's ex-husband. or husband, whatever it was. I don't remember what you said.
Mm-hmm. I was just talking to a friend about wanting to watch Ella Enchanted again the other day. Haven't read the book though. Glad to know it stood the test of time.
It's very
Hi,
good.
Danny. I think we're all going well. I haven't heard otherwise from anyone. So, yay.
My day has drastically improved since this morning. So
I'm behind now on the lab due to sell an old book, but I just submitted the last book. Oh, okay. It doesn't seem to have made much of a difference in the average scores. Speaking of Shrek, there's a new movie coming out soon next year. What?
yes, Shrek 5. This is one of the few franchises where I'm like, yeah, they can keep doing stuff. They always come up with great ideas.
Just tell me they're getting the same people. Like, it's going to bug me if they get a new voice actress.
No.
I mean, I
I
would
know they'll love it.
get the same people just because, like, I'm pretty sure everybody that was an original cast member is still alive.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, there was no like big like controversy. I mean, other than that it's Shrek, okay, but like there was no like out of the way like scandal or anything. I don't think that happened.
Okay, so Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz are all set to return.
Wonderful.
It looks like they've also locked down Antonio Banderas.
Oh, yay.
So I don't know about anybody else though.
I love Puss in Boots.
John Cleese is going to be in it.
They're some of the main voices that like they could change other voices and I probably wouldn't notice, but those are the ones you would notice.
Yeah, I feel like Donkey, Puss in Boots, Shrek, and Fiona are the ones that most people are gonna be like, why did you change people?
Yeah.
Shrek, because he has the Scottish accent, would probably be easier to like swap out if they needed to, but I'm glad they're all coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, John Lithgow was Lord Farquaad, right?
Oh,
That
fuck. We're
makes
having to deal with him again.
I love on these we're going down a very big tangent right now. I have not read this book. Have any of you guys read this book?
No.
I haven't either.
Is this the never mind. Just another tangent, not worth it. Shrek 2 is so good. I love the singing montage from the Fairy Godmother. Kevin Conroy will always be the best Batman. I love Donkey. Puss in Boots, Kitty Eyes, so cute. Puss in Boots is my favorite. I think Puss in Boots is a favorite for everybody.
Okay, yeah, those two are the only ones confirmed. I understand.
That's good. I think we jump into another sprint and I'm trying to maths. We might need to make it an hour sprint and make it the last one, or we can do 45 and have like a big chatty bit at the end. What do people want?
It's up to you.
Let's make it an hour, and that way I can actually get some reading in because I've barely read this whole sprint, and the whole point of this is for me to read on my birthday. So let's do an hour. Let me just change this to time.
It was to hang out with your chaotic individuals.
Yeah, that's very true. I was hoping to also do some reading to do that. But thank you for the reminder, Paige.
Crystal wasn't counting on us taking her down a Shrek rabbit hole.
Oh, I'm not mad about that Shrek rabbit hole. Anthony and I will be rewatching Shrek tonight when we get home and put Addie to bed. That is what I will be doing for my birthday, is rewatching Shrek. Anthony quotes it like all the time, so I think I can. I think I can convince him.
Even Ari quotes it, and Ari will be like, "I'm gonna watch Shrek," and then or she'll go in the room and she'll start watching, and I will like, "Ari, what are you watching?" And I can tell by the way she laughs because she like fully laughs when she watches Shrek, and I'm like, "Oh, we're on another month-long spree of Shrek."
Yeah.
Who that has watched that movie does not say that'll do, Donkey? That'll do on a regular basis.
Oh, every time Ryan leaves the house, because we will go down.
See, I always say, "Do you know the Muffin Man?"
That one's
Muffin Man.
Really funny. There's a song. So we listen to the Wiggles playlist on Amazon Music, and there is a song on there that's like, Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on? And like literally does the lane and like everything. And I'm just like, every time it comes on, I'm like, it's Shrek. I need to watch Shrek.
Yes, it's calling to you.
Every time Ryan leaves the house, because one time he messed up and told me that I didn't pout when he left, and so he felt like I was trying to run him out of the house. So now every time he leaves the house, I sing the "You Gotta Have Friends" song. You know that Donkey sings when he's
You
talking
gotta
about
have friends.
Crystal.
me. I do that every single time, and he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Well, that's what you get."
Have you
Yes.
watched the musical yet?
The Shrek musical?
The Shrek musical.
I didn't even know there was a thing.
I can check and see if it is still on Netflix, but there is a Shrek musical. It's got Sutton Foster as Fiona, Brian D'Arcy James as Shrek. Oh God, and I don't remember who Donkey is.
I don't remember either, but I've seen it. I've watched it.
Amazing.
Okay.
It's good.
And it does, like, if you can find, here's the thing. If you can find a, like, to watch it, you should, because it does for musicals what the first Shrek movie did with movies. So there are so many references, and like some of them are in the lyrics and the music and stuff, but there's also some visual gags.
It's on YouTube, so I will watch it on YouTube because I can't get it on anything other than like Amazon Prime pay for it here in Australia. But it looks like it's on YouTube, so I'll watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And on that,
it's so good. I listened to that soundtrack for forever.
this is the most morbid comment I've ever seen.
Favorite part.
The best part of that is that she takes the eggs and makes breakfast with them.
Yeah, it's like, we're having eggs.
I say this all the time, except I replace it and say pancakes. Because Addie will be like, because I always make pancakes on Saturday mornings. And so I'll be like, night, time to go to sleep. And in the morning, I'm making pancakes. And she'll be like, okay, I go to sleep.
So when you get to I Know It's Today, I need to know your reaction, Crystal.
Okay.
It's Fiona's Fiona's main song. So I just got to see what you think about it.
Yes.
I love you so much, my birds explode. What?
I just read it out. I'm so
Now we call it
excited. And I'm glad that I stopped and put the card away so I didn't write for birds to explode instead of to be your wife eventually.
Oh, what a cute line. What a great one to take us into a sprint. All right, 1 hour. Let's get some reading done and whatever else. I'll see you in an hour. Change to timer. What am I doing? Ha! Welcome back, everybody. For those that felt like that was a really quick hour, it was a really quick hour. I had to shorten the timer because unfortunately we have to leave sooner than expected. So I had to shorten it. I'm so sorry. But I managed to get some more reading done. I made it to page 30 of my book. Addie and Anthony came home with my birthday cake. So we are pretty much going to get loaded and go straight in the car because she has not napped yet.
Oh no.
So we're hoping she'll nap in the car. So yeah, that's why we kind of have to leave a little quicker, just because otherwise I'll have a shitty toddler the whole rest of my birthday, and I don't want that. So yeah. So we'll do a quick have a look at the comments, check in with everyone, and then we'll have to go so that we can get in the car, and because we've got a 45-minute drive that we have to go to get to where we're going. So happy birthday, Amal, and hello to everyone else. I'm going to be e-reading a few pages of Burn by James Patterson for my extra bonus prompt, weapon on the cover, and 2+ authors. Thank you, Lexi, for the happy birthday. Don't chew on that little break.
Isla.
Oh, that's not Isla. That's not Isla. She sees her cousin's name is Isla, and anytime she sees anyone with brown hair, she's like, it's Isla. I'm like, no, it's Leandra. Yeah, Leandra. That is totally fine. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. I've been alerted that my Costco trip buddy will be here in 20 minutes, which means it's finally time to rise. Please enjoy Costco for me. Love Costco. Costco is a great time. Yeah, she's evil.
She's like so crushed. Like, yeah, I didn't take a nap. You bet I didn't.
That is the greatest Starship race, which is so fun. A nice flight, fast-paced highway to cleanse the palate. Oh no, you dropped your thing and it broke. She has like a little fairy figurine that was on top of her birthday cake, and it just broke in 2 pieces. You can have it, just don't put it in your mouth. Ate my dinner and made some good progress in my book. Started a movie with my mum and brother, The Blind Side, my second time watching, my mum and brother's first time. Oh, so excited that they're experiencing it for the first time. Managed to get 52 pages into The Shape of Dragon's Breath. Thank you for the last sprint. You are more than welcome. How did all you guys go in that final sprint? I think Neva's talking to someone else, so Paige, you go first.
I ended up falling down a rabbit hole talking to Ash about Batman. So I just watched YouTube.
I want to be with that conversation. I want to talk about Batman.
Ash is very knowledgeable on all of that sort of things. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I think Ash and I would get along because he's
yes.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna be technical, he's my favorite superhero. If we're not being technical, Catwoman is.
Fair.
Nice. Neva, how did you go?
I made tuna fish salad.
Oh,
Nice.
yum.
And
That sounds delicious.
I worked more on my planner.
Yeah.
It's coming along. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be done by.
Don't pull my headphones out, please, otherwise I won't be able to hear them. Thank you. Not Addie's turn. Mummy's turn. Mummy using it. Thank you. Leandra, how'd you go? Dinosaur!
I ended up finishing. I finished a chapter in Cackle, and then I switched over to Midsummer Mysteries. It's an Agatha Christie collection. It's very shiny.
So pretty.
Yes. And so I'm currently halfway through. It's become kind of my nighttime read where I'll just sit down, read a short story, and then go to bed. So I'm getting ready for bedtime mode for me.
Perfect. Perfect timing then for us to finish. Margaret, how'd you go?
I have an entire list of names for a thing that I pulled from a D&D random generator. I won't tell you what it's so hard. I got some planning done for things that will happen in October. That's what I'll say.
I'm so excited.
I now have to narrow it down to 3.
You could do what I did and get ChatGPT involved.
I don't use ChatGPT at all.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair.
I
only use it for fun things like making strange names for a readathon.
Yeah, I just avoid using generative AI in general. So
that's fair.
yeah.
Well, I think that we are going to end this here so I can get this little cheeky monkey in the car. You want to say bye-bye, everyone? Thanks, everyone, for coming to help celebrate my birthday, and I'll see you next time.